Hi, everyone. It's Jessica from The Secret Life of Parkinson's. I'm just recording this by myself because it's actually recording day for us. So we have a couple interviews that Brian and I will be doing later on this afternoon. But I realize we haven't posted a podcast, I feel like, in maybe a week or two. Honestly, the only reason for that is because we had the 5K for JK. Fundraiser a couple weeks ago, and we just didn't have enough recordings in the pipeline to share. But so I thought I would at least share and get something out today, and something that I've been kind of going through, and I'm sure a lot of other people can relate. The Michael J. Fox Foundation actually did post a video on this. It's just like a 6-minute video, which was really good, on dystonia versus dyskinesia. And I never really understood or realized like the importance of knowing the difference and like how to be able to explain it when you're talking to your physician, until just recently, because I've been having, I don't know, like my symptoms are kind of fluctuating. So I'm at that point where, I should probably be looking, and I'm going to start looking into DBS. But then also at the same time, like just, changing up my medication. So my MDS was asking me questions, about when she thinks I'm feeling like dystonia versus dyskinesia. And, and to be honest, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I know the difference, but I don't, because it's like right now, like I'm dyskinetic just because my meds have, you know, totally set in. Um, but I can like, I can relax. So I'm usually only dyskinetic when I feel like I'm doing something, like when I'm cooking, if I'm like doing something and there's people around, or when I'm talking to people. So, and I know it's just because it's again, it's not stress, but it's just like a emotion. I don't know. Um, so I know I have dystonia then. No, dyskinesia. Gosh. Um, but what I learned is you can have dyskinesia a lot. I mean, the majority of time people say you're dyskinetic because you're not that you're over medicated, but you're the amount of carbidopa levodopa. So the amount of dopamine that you're getting is um, it's just making your body react that way. So to lessen the amount of dyskinesia, you would have to lower your meds, but then you're going to deal with the symptoms again. So it's finding that happy medium. But what I also learned is you can also be dyskinetic when you're off time, which I didn't know. So that's when um, that was new to me. So, and I think it's still not new to a lot of people, but again, when I watched the Michael J. Fox video and I was talking to Dr. Patel about it, and he was like, yeah, he's like, it sounds like you have dyskinesia more when you're in your off times from the meds. So, and the Michael J. Fox Foundation, when they posted that video too, the doctor stated that it can really be any time. It can be when you're overly medicated, or it could also be in your off times. So it's like, so it can happen whenever. And then just, in trying to document it, it's not easy. But the importance of that is that so the MDS can determine, do you get more medication in smaller increments of time? Like right now so like my next move, if this series of meds doesn't do it for me, she said that we can then go to taking, I think, a lower dose closer together. So I do 6, 10, 2, and 6. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking the immediate release and the controlled release or extended release, whatever it's called, trying that out, still with amantadine. And instead of doing that, it would be taking it at like 6, 9, just going like every 3 hours. So it would be more often. So, which I mean, I don't mind. It's just like it is what it is. Like I hate taking the meds anyways and remembering all that stuff, but I don't know. It's just I really wish I can just have a video camera on me all day. Actually for a week because every day is different. So when she asks, she being my MDS, um, you know, like looking back in like this journal that I have, it's one of the papers that I got from the doctor's office that allows you to like check box when you're feeling on, off, when you take your meds, etc., just to kind of journal it. Um, Not every day is the same, and it's because my day is different in general. Like so, yesterday I was in meetings all day for work, and so how I was physically is different than how I am today, where I just have a lot of other running, like running around and things to do. And it will be different tomorrow when I get to sleep in on a Saturday and, just worry about watching a football game or having dinner with friends or something like that. So it's like, I can't predict or not predict, not that I even have to predict, but it's like every day will look different of my dyskinesia timing and the on off times because my day is different. So it's like it's almost like, from the medication standpoint, even if I feel like, okay, oh, I did get it right. Like I feel good. It's like, well, it's that for that day. So it's like you kind of almost want it to change with you. I don't know. And I know women have this issue a lot, not a lot more than men, but like, from a hormone standpoint, we talk about it all the time of how that affects uh our symptoms. And then sleep affects it, and we don't have the best sleeping patterns. Um I'm sure food can affect it, but again, stress, your activities during the day, so it's like unless you're doing the same thing every single day, then it's going to be really hard to try and figure out. I don't know. But anyways, I just thought I would share that and encourage you all to read up and learn about dystonia versus dyskinesia and really making sure that the timing and what you tell your doctor is really important, which again I knew, but it is really important to know those times and to know those on off periods. It's not always easy to gather and it's nothing that you can remember, so definitely write it down or make a checkbox or something. But that's what really helps them determine um, how how to how to administer the meds, how to space them out, how much to give you, and what medications that they can put on top of that. So it's kind of like a public service announcement for me for today. So that's all I have. And like I said, Brian and I are recording this afternoon, so we'll have some great content for you guys coming up next week. So just be on the lookout for that, and have I was going to say have a great weekend, but you might be watching this on a Monday. So with that, I will see you guys next time.